Hey guys, Mike from Baby Girl. So, what are we doing today? Well, if you were paying attention and watched the last video, you know we ran some tests out here at the Golden Revenge. That's right. Ran a couple tests. That third test was pretty awesome. A lot of color coming out. So today's plan is, just like I said in the last video, we are going to come out here and we're going to remove some material out of this thing, get it out of the way because we know it's just waste. It ain't worth playing with. Then we're going to mine out that third test strip down there and take that back and process that, hopefully coming out with some decent count today. We'll see what happens, guys. That's what's happening today. Stay tuned, because here we go. Starting to get warm now. We're set up, we're ready to roll. This is going to be a quick down dirty video. So when we're going through this, there's going to be a lot of material come out where we just take and throw to the waste. The other part, well, when we get to that, we'll go ahead and classify it down 1/16 and lower. That's the material we're taking home to produce, to see what kind of gold content we get. And as you can see down there, it's a ways down, so we got a lot of work to do. But beautiful sunny day. It's going to be a baker today, boys and girls. Right at 100 thereabouts, so we should all cook. And hey, bring some eggs. Next time we'll have breakfast. That's what we'll do. So guys, I want you to check this out. We got a special guest out here today. Name's Big John, right there. He's been out here a few times with us. A lot of people call him Father Time or Santa Claus or something like that.
A little bit of everything.
Anyway, Big John's running the top side for us today. We're going to go ahead and get this damn thing started, get rolling up. So here we go. Down in the hole we go. One of those days that ain't feeling like it. But we got to get stuff done. So we're going to do that. Where we at is where we left off last time. You've seen it on the video. So I got about 2.5 feet. Let me show you what's going on. I got to mow from this point here all the way down to here out, and then that's the test ground we got to pull out. So we got our work cut out for us today. So fast and dirty, we're gonna mow out all the material today, get down to that bottom part, classify that, bring out the material. That's what we're gonna run. So if you don't see me a lot today, that's what's happening. We're just moving a lot of material to get this stuff going. Okay guys, so what we did is we've already mowed out all the material down here. Mowed through it pretty quick. It was pretty awesome. So what I wanted to do is I want to show you what the gravel is now looking like down here so you can understand what's going on. So let me flip this thing around. Okay, so as you can tell, this upper layer up here, this is all eluvial. This down here now becomes alluvial. And you can see this is where the creek started at with the creek wash back through here. But when you go up, you see the eluvial, which is just the movement down the hill. This has been washed down the hill for quite a while. So that's the difference. So I wanted to kind of give you some kind of idea of what I was talking about when I said eluvial versus alluvial. So we'll go to the chalkboard here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So with the eluvial has come down the hill, it had a break line in it where you can see where the creek was below and the bigger, chunkier stuff, the angular rock, was above. So with that being said, you've seen that in the video, so now we'll explain why it's on the hill like that. And there's a lot explaining in this video, and I'll try to show you everything I'm talking about. So we know we had one draw come out of the canyon kind of like this, and we had a bigger draw that came way out of the canyon like that. When that bigger draw, all the material came down out of this canyon like this, it was deposited in an alluvial fan out like that through the canyon. When this came down here and it started, it went with this mix and slowly came down. And this is primarily where our gold's coming from, is off of this canyon. So with that being said, then we've had extra material that has come down and just come down and sat just like this on top of everything. So as it came down, all of it kind of moved down. That's where you got your overburden from, which is all alluvial material, all that angular rock and gravel you see in there. But we can't get to the alluvial because it's all underneath that stuff. So hopefully that explains what I was trying to talk about in the video, where I was saying this is the alluvial and that's alluvial. Okay, back to the video. Okay guys, so this is now the process here. So we screen it off to this right here. Everything that's left in there goes into this one, screened off. Then what comes out of this one here is what we're taking back to process. Everything out of this one and everything that's left in this one is waste, and then it goes out the top. Okay, hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it for the night. I am beat. But let me show you where we're at down here. Okay, so before I could reach that there light and turn it on, now I can't even get close to it. I gotta push the phone up to it, so it's quite a ways up. We mowed down all the dirt that was down here, so we took it from right about here, right about here-ish, down to here. Then we went through and mowed all this out, classified every bit of it for the 1/16 screen, and that's what we're going to run. We ended up with 7 buckets worth of material, so we're going to run that, and that's what it is. But if you take a good look at the material here as it's coming down, you see the alluvial material here, and then it starts getting in the alluvial material here. And then you can tell we're definitely in the creek wash here, and it just works its way down. Okay guys, so I want you now to see our dump keeper here. He's done a fine job of keeping our dump up. So you can see all the material we've moved out today, all through here. All this material we've moved out. How far do you think it stretched it out, John? 1.5 feet? What?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, so we brought out quite a bit today. So that's kind of what she's looking like now. And of course, everything's kind of dark and dank, but it's a long, long way to the bottom. So, you know what? That's going to be it for us out here. I'll tell you what, I'll see you back at the house. Hey guys, Mike from Baby Girl. So what are we doing? We're back in the shop today. That's right. We're back in the shop. I forgot my selfie stick, so it's a little close. So, yeah, we'll get there. So what we got is we got 7 buckets worth of material that we pulled out of the mine yesterday, and now we're processing it down. We've got one run. Squirty's helped out a little bit with water checking, a little gold panning. She got some classifying going, and she even brought her own buckets. So she's working hard. Mama's over here running some of the concentrates, so I'll get some footage of that. You guys can see all that going on, and I'll show you guys what we got when we get to the end. Look at that. Excellent skill shaking. Get your own bucket, Squirty. I'm gonna fill it with dirt. You getting some gold there, Squirty? Yeah, you gonna put some dirt in there? You gonna get some gold out of there now? Supervisor's up from the nap, wants to know what's going on. Where's our gold at? I don't know. Okay guys, so at this point here, we've ran 4 buckets right now. And the question really needed to be asked, where is the gold? We just haven't seen what we've seen in that 3rd test. So it made me start doing really a lot of thinking, okay, what happened? Did I screw up the test? Is it just one little tiny pocket that happened to have all the gold in it? What exactly happened? So I sat and thought on it for quite a while before finishing the rest of the buckets, just to make sure that I wasn't wrong about what I was thinking. So we're going to get back to it. We're going to finish the rest of the buckets, and I'll explain exactly what happened toward the end. Okay, hey guys, Mike from Baby Girl. So, what are we doing today? Well, today we're going to finish up those concentrates we pulled out of the mine a couple weeks ago. Been busy working on our projects, kind of consuming a lot of my time. But, tell you what, we're going to go ahead and get these concentrates ran today. I got some friends out helping us run it, so that's what we're going to do. Stay tuned, here we go. Say hi, Fred.
Hello, Mikey.
There was a lot of time in between processing the video and finishing the video. Just had a lot of things going on, working on the house. Had some legal issues with the claim that I had to take care of. So it was just a lot of stuff going on. But it got me doing a lot of thinking too. And it brought me to another quandary. Either I screwed up the test really bad, or there's another explanation for it. And I think it's a combination of the two. But let me show you what's exactly what I was talking about. So first off, the gold cube I got it, it was used. Should have cleaned it out 100%, but when I thought I got it, I thought they'd already cleaned it out and checked everything. There's a possibility I picked up some of the material from there. That's what threw my test off, because that first test we did was also the test when I didn't clean it, so it's a possibility. I'm thinking that's probably some of it, but not all of it. So let's go to the chalkboard and I'll show you what I'm talking about on the rest. So what happened with the rest of this is that we know we have 2 canyons, one coming down like this, one bigger one like this. This one here does not carry gold. The primary gold target for this hill or this deposit comes from this area, okay? And with that being said, there's a couple different pictures I'm going to try to show you to explain this the best I can. So if we know that target area is kind of like a circle, or the deposit came up in some kind of vault between the 2 different bedrocks that are there on property. So we know that there's a definite fault line there that the gold trickled out of. So with that being said, if you have a hill that kind of comes down like this and then mellows out in these lower flats, right? If you got a hill like that, let's assume that material produced in that ring, if you would kind of be like this. So on a two view, you'll have an upper and a lower spot where it's at. The upper spot being here and the lower spot being down here. So now let's play into the fact that the water is running, everything's being eroded out. So with that being said, the upper material is going to come down and it's going to settle down in this area, down here, right underneath that alluvial material that came across like this. So we're now into that alluvial material into the shaft. But here's the problem. We didn't really see a lot of gold. I mean, it's showing, but it's not like it's huge amounts of gold. Where's the gold at and why ain't it coming in? So I had to do a lot of thinking. We know that the deposit came from up top and is coming down. But there's not a lot of gold. But according to what happened out there historically, there's a huge pit in front of me here, and there was a drag line behind me here. So there has to be gold, right? But they also went really deep with those. So my assessment from after what's going on and actually having a geologist on the property, the upper material came and settled down here. That's why I'm getting the small, minute traces that we're pulling out now. That second line down here toward the bottom, when it broke off, it came off of the first bit of that wash. So it's down here. And if you're looking at the shaft, we're just starting to get right there. We still have this X amount, which is still unknown to where it's actually at. But we do know that the material that came off of this bottom section didn't go far and didn't move very far. So we know it came down and moved down into this area. So the bigger gold's definitely way on the bottom, and the thing says it already concentrates at gold, or concentrates at bedrock with the gold. So we know that for a fact. So the bigger gold's definitely down there. But this explains why I'm only getting the small traces, because we're just getting the small traces that have worked their way all the way down like this all those years. And you know, that one big piece that started up here is broken into the 10 or 15 little tiny pieces down here, and then rolled around and gotten smushed up and disintegrated down further down. So that's what's happened with that down there. I hope that kind of explains what's going on. So with that being said, guys, hopefully I didn't botch the test. There's a good possibility I did. I don't know. But we did have some surprising results with the test. Every bucket we ran, we see really good color. Not a lot of it, not like that test did. So that's where I'm thinking I screwed up with the not cleaning it out and making sure it was clean enough. But we did see color. The last two buckets really produced some decent chunky color come out of it. Not huge, but it's bigger than anything we've seen so far. So that means to tell me that the color is starting to show up. It is getting bigger. It's just a matter of time before we get to the bottom and figure out what's going on. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. And, you know, hey, tell some other friends about us. Tell them what's going on. We got some big things in the work. If they come through, holy cow. Huge changes. You'll be surprised. So, that's what's going on, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good time. I'll see y'all